Staying with news of the OPR, public officers transitioning from the Central Tenders Board to the new Office of Procurement Regulation have faced a rough ride. Challenges include onerous requirements, confusion among officers, an ill-equipped system, and the reluctance of public servants to take on roles as procurement officers. The Office of Procurement Regulation highlighted these issues during a recent Joint Select Committee in Parliament hearing. More from Kandace Jackson.
According to procurement regulator Beverly Khan, from the perspective of the OPR, public servants and businesses adhering to the new procurement requirements has been a series of challenges over the past year.
The system as it is now operating is not facilitating ease of doing business because the environment in which the system is operating was not ready for it.
Despite parliamentary legislative changes to exempt purchases under $1 million from the onerous process, Khan stated that they are still burdened by significant challenges.
The OPR in itself went into full proclamation without an organizational structure that allowed it to operationalize all elements of the Act and our functions under the Act.
They need to double their in-house staff, but attracting candidates has proven difficult due to the penalties associated with the position, which discourage interest.
That's someone under the law is going to be held accountable. That someone is the person who is going to be fined. That someone is the one who is going to be responsible for all of the reporting, all of the compliance within that organization.
Additionally, only 86% of state agencies have procurement officers in place. Beyond that, getting procurement departments and officers to adopt a new approach is another significant challenge. Traditionally, the purchase of goods and services was based on selecting the lowest of 3 bids. Now, officers are required to prioritize value for money, rather than simply choosing the lowest price.
But it really requires people to plan and think about what they're doing for the year with the monies that they have.
Getting state agencies to submit regular reports is another challenge the OPR faces. Senior Auditor Kandace Jackson explained that many public officers feel overwhelmed by the new requirements while working within systems that make compliance difficult. For example, some officers may not have access to all information needed by auditors.
And so what happened is that there were pieces of information in different buckets lying in different places. The IT structures didn't allow for certain things to talk to one another. And so pulling that information and being able to report it to us initially in those first few months was difficult.
Despite these and other challenges, the OPR stressed that they are making every effort to collaborate with procurement officers and departments to ensure compliance with the requirements. However, they caution that if their efforts prove unsuccessful, they will have no choice but to impose penalties. Kandace Jackson, Tobago Updates, Television News.